recording. I think we're good. Let's start. So, my name is Brianna, fellow classmate, and excuse the sweatpants, sweater, all that good stuff, but my Sunday best. But it shouldn't prohibit my ability to argue the fact that after, watching the debate of Mearsheimer, I might pronounce that off every time I say his name, but I'll try my best to keep it concise. But essentially, I took the stance that China is a security threat to not only the U.S., well, mainly the U.S., but other large states as well. And I essentially am taking that stance, with reiterating that I mean no malice towards China or Chinese people. It's just with lectures, readings, research, all that, I've come to the conclusion that I agree with Mearsheimer. Like a professor mentioned in previous lectures and all that, we live in a self-help and secure dilemma state or world, which essentially is meaning that the actions taken by other countries or states when it comes to increasing their security, their military, anything like that, in turn makes us nervous and wants us to scares the rest of us and makes us want to bulk up on our own security, military, etc. And the expansion of power essentially takes away from another, whether it be economic or political power. So as China is growing economically with their military and all that, it essentially in turn threatens us. An example being, so right above us we have Canada, right below Mexico. We aren't scared necessarily that they're going to turn around and, declare war on us, because we're a far larger, powerful being compared to those two other countries in terms of economics, militarization, all that stuff. So we're not necessarily scared that they're going to come for us, but we are feel the threat that China potentially could be. And other opinion argument that I had was that goes with my argument would be that both former and current presidencies have said that China is a threat. Joe Biden had mentioned that, and former President Trump has also mentioned that before. And China is just willing to take the risks, willing to put the money into being more powerful and essentially trying to be the most powerful state internationally. When Mearsheimer did that debate, it was in 2007, so 15 years ago. The U.S. was a powerful being. It was the strongest, both military-wise, economically, all of it. So within the last 15 years, things have definitely changed. China's on the rise, both economically and security-wise. They have built up their military and have definitely created a world where they could potentially dominate the U.S. They are super efficient, strong in the terms of technology, and they are our greatest competitor, both they're definitely more technologically advanced and skilled over there just because of the production of everything. Another good case to point out is that over there we think of things more capitalistic, so a privatized business here does what privatized business do and essentially focus on their financial gain and wealth. Over there it's a little different since it is a communist country. The government essentially has power over what those companies say, so in turn that essentially means that the government has the say to do what they'd like to the companies, and the companies The companies don't necessarily have that direct control. It is the government that has the direct control over the corporation. And when their economic growth spurts hit, it also goes, definitely it would be foolish of them not to put their financial gain not only with the companies but to also put it into the military as well.